there.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Very good, very good. Thank you, thank you.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the commentary zone. As you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Today, we are going to talk about the Bling Empire Season 1, Episode 3, What's in Anna's Shower? Were you expecting that, Jamal?
No, I was just like, okay, Anna's getting it in. I'm not mad at her for it. That's all you
um,
need to know.
I've come to realize that we like expect the unexpected from
Hmm.
Anna. She's the gift that keeps on giving.
She's great. I like her a lot.
Oh my god. I think she's yeah. I think I like her the best out of everybody on the show, to be quite
Yeah.
honest.
Hmm. Agreed.
Okay, so let's do a quick summary of the episode. We see the boys at a Chinese grocery store. We see Anna getting to know Kim. We get to know a little bit more about Sherry and Jesse, and then they have a little surprise that makes their debut. Um, Kelly and Andrew seem to be repairing their marriage. Oh, sorry, not marriage, their relationship. Anna hosts a spa day at her home. Kane is a little homesick. He also has an event for his friends. Um, Cherie has a very special photo shoot. And then the episode ends off at a moon festival party.
Hmm.
Let's dig in.
All right, where you want to start?
Okay, so the Chinese store and Kevin. Has he never been in a Chinese grocer before?
I don't think with things of that price tag probably. I think he might shop at the other Chinese grocery store. Where he
I
can
don't
afford
think
them.
so. I don't think so. I think
Hmm.
he's very Americanized. I think he's
True.
learning a lot about Asian culture in it, with this group of friends. He's being introduced along with us to
Mm.
these various cultures, and I'm loving it.
So do I actually, and now that I have to remember that he was adopted at an early age
Hmm.
into a Caucasian family, so they probably didn't grow up with
Hmm.
a lot of Asian friends because it seemed like he was like one of the very few. So what you're saying makes sense. I can see that.
Hmm.
Like, yeah, I can agree with that.
And I get that. I get that, but I'm gonna like there's another show, it's on TLC. Um, it's of little people, and the mom's a doctor and the dad is an entrepreneur, and they adopted kids. One, yeah, both of their kids are from Asia. One's from China, one's from India,
Mhm.
and they understand they're white, and they understand that they still want to have their birth culture play a major role in their lives growing up. They always want them to know where they've come from,
The
so
Little
they
John.
do. It's not the John. Is it the Johnson? No, the Johnsons are no, not them.
Okay.
She's a doctor. She had cancer a few years back. Oh my God. Not Little People. What's the name of that show? My mom loves watching it. Gee, that's where I started watching it with
I'll
her.
find. I'll find it.
Um, yeah. And they only have two kids. The Johnsons, they have like four or five.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like they've gone back to one of the countries just to keep that part of their culture alive for them. It was a
Gotcha.
major it was a major thing for them because I don't think she could have kids because of the cancer.
Mm-hmm.
So they adopted. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Um, yeah. So like I like that aspect. If you're adopting from another country, I still think you should keep a little flame alive,
Agreed.
for them. Yeah. So yeah, so they were there. buying ingredients so that Jesse could make a soup for Sherry. And according to Kevin, it's the most expensive soup ever.
Right? He was like, "Oh my gosh, everything's so expensive. Are you serious? Who's gonna pay for that?" And then you have Kane's like, "It's not that much. Get it, Jesse, get it."
Yeah, and he buys like 2 or 3 of them. Like, really?
Mhm.
They were like $1,100 or $1,200 a piece, whatever
15.
that thing was.
I thought it was
15?
15K. I think it's 15K.
Oh, geez. I can't with that store. But there is one thing that I wouldn't mind getting from that store. Did you see the size of those cinnamon sticks?
Yes.
I want one of those. Well,
Yeah,
I'd have to check the price first. I'd have to do a Kevin and check the price first. And
exactly.
then at the cashier, make sure we don't mix up these items
Exactly. 'Cause I'm
because
not
I'm
paying
not
for that.
paying for that. Yes.
It was so funny. I love Kevin.
You have to. You really have to. He's incorrigible. Um, let's see. Okay, so wait, do we want to share what he did earlier?
Oh, he was very nice. So he put out a Twitter post saying like, our show is this time. This is the show, and he actually liked the tweet, and it looks like he retweeted it. So we greatly appreciate that. If you're watching Kevin, please enjoy.
Yeah. And for you guys, if you want to follow us on Twitter, what is our handle? The commentary zone. You can look us
Mhm.
up that way in the search
Yeah,
and just
you
follow us
should
on
pop it up.
Twitter.
Yeah.
And you can see who else is liking our tweets. Okay, so next shameless plug for us. The next scene we see is at Anna's home, and she's invited Kim over, and Kim's playing the piano while she's waiting for Anna. And Anna reveals a little bit more about herself. I love Anna. Oh
Yeah, she's great. She's just so much. To me, she's just a lot of fun.
God. Mm-hmm.
I think that's really what it is. To me, she's like a fun spirit to her. Like she can be
Yeah.
serious when it's time to be serious, but overall, she's just looking to enjoy life, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anna tells a story about how she had an assistant who stole several $1,000,000 of jewelry from her. So she always tries to like scope out new acquaintances and friends.
Hmm.
And she thinks that Kim could be someone who could be her friend. Um, Kim asks Anna if she plays the piano, and Anna's, yeah, she sits down and she plays like a
Right.
concert virtuoso. Like, what? It was better than Kim's.
Way much better.
Wow. Um, Kim says that she likes Anna's whispering in comparison to herself because she feels like she's a half deaf DJ who's always talking loud. And Kim says that she likes Anna's energy. I question this because if you like Anna's energy, why do you violate her personal space later on in the episode?
It's the age to be completely. In my opinion, Kim seems to be in her mid-20s. I'm guessing.
Hmm.
So that's the
Yeah.
age thing. Like impetuous, not thinking. Yeah. Mm-mm.
Would you want somebody to do that to you? But we'll get there. We'll get there. Um, we next see Sherry and Jesse, and I think this is like the first real introduction we get to them. Like we've seen her briefly before, but
Hmm.
like her as a couple with Jesse, I feel like this is the first time we're getting a little bit more information on them. They've been together for a couple of years. They're not married. Jesse at the grocery store said that shortly after they got together, he got her pregnant. Um, and that he's waiting to propose to her. Mind you, she's heavily pregnant with their second child.
Right. And Kane's like, "What are you waiting for? Like, what's
For
wrong with
real.
you?" He's
I
all,
know.
Shari's a close friend of mine. I know she's waiting to be proposed to. So
Mhm.
I'm not. He's all, just pick. He's all, Jesse, pick a day. There's 365
Yeah.
of them. Just pick a good day.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm with him on that
Um,
one.
uh, but she has to ask him if he thinks he'll propose this year. And he I don't think he responded to that. Or did I miss it? Like, it doesn't even sound like he answered her.
2 kids and you're still quote unquote waiting? Like, what are you waiting for?
Yeah, and Sherry says that he's a trust fund baby and doesn't like to be bossed around. Really?
Yeah.
Like,
I like
accept
Cherie
your
'cause I like Cherie.
responsibility.
Right, but I like Cherie's like, she's straight to the point, and she's, "Look, I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but look." No. I'm like,
Yeah, this is what I
"Exactly."
want.
And I hope she really thinks about this because if I were her, if he's not proposing anytime soon, she needs to make sure, like, they're using protection because you already have 2
Yeah,
kids, and
yeah.
and she sees herself as a more traditional Asian woman. So I understand like what they're doing is unconventional. And while she loves him, it's not really what she wants because she even told like she doesn't want her
Mhm.
daughter to do the same thing. So if I were her, I would just like start
Yeah.
using protection until he's made that commitment to her because
Yeah,
that's what she
no more
deserves
kids.
at this point. Yeah, she deserves either a proposal or she deserves to be able to move on to someone else if she can.
Mhm, mhm. I'm just kinda mad that her mom didn't get to see it sorted out, like, if he does
Yeah.
marry her. That's kind of sad, and I think probably that's why she's, like, asking. It seems more important now that her mother is gone, you know what I
Hmm.
mean?
Oh, totally agree.
Yeah. So next we see Kelly and Andrew, and they're driving along the coast. And Andrew takes Kelly to an old Airstream that looks out over the Malibu coast for the evening. And they sit outside, and they're talking. And Andrew says that he's learned from his mistake in Paris. And Kelly reflects and says that Anna doesn't know the good side of him, but she knows that they still have a lot to work on.
Next. That's
This
how I
is so
feel.
disappointing. This is
This
so
is a
because
band-aid.
I read an article last night, and in episode 4 they break up, but they eventually get back together. But they're living apart because when they break up, um he moves out or something like that, but she's still with this dude.
Mm-mm.
Ooh,
Next.
sorry for
This
the
is a pattern of
spoiler.
behavior. This is a pattern of
Yeah,
behavior. No. Goodbye.
mhm,
Mm-mm. I have no interest in this couple because it's not a good couple. He's gonna keep doing the same things over and over again. He has some deep emotional
mhm,
issues he's overcome by himself, with himself,
mhm.
and it's not good for her. Like next. Oh,
Yeah.
Kevin, come in now.
I
I
would
mean,
like to see them get together. Do I think she would last with Kevin? Probably not, but, I don't like the Power Ranger. I just don't.
no, because you're
I
too.
think she deserves better.
I mean, I will say this: I don't do really well with emotional people.
Mhm.
And when you're an emotional person and unpredictable, I really can't do anything with you. So I don't like that.
Mm.
I don't like that. Me walking around like, are you okay? Like, which version am I going to get? Is it going to be good or is it going to be
Mhm.
bad? I don't have to guess with you, so I'm not going to do it. So I just leave. Mm.
Valid, valid. The next scene that we see, yay! Sherry's in labor. They head off to the hospital. Poor Jesse. He's so flustered. First, I think he leaves the house without any shoes, and then
Right.
he gets shoes, but he's very concerned whether they match. And
That was
she's just like,
hilarious.
"This hurts. Let's go."
Right. He had me
Ah.
cracking up. Is he's okay? Like, I'm not sure if they match. I was like, she's in pain, probably in labor, and you're worried about matching shoes. Okay. He's all, but your slippers? No, but your slippers are really nice. I was like, okay, Jesse. Okay, Jesse.
He seems like, a good egg, but he just needs to get with the giddy up with regards to making things right with this
Mhm.
girl and his family.
Exactly.
Um, okay, so next we see Kane, and he's homesick, so he throws, a party at a local restaurant, and the theme is Singapore, where he's from. Um This was a really cute party. There was a lot of food. Everything just seemed blood red. And Kevin comes in and goes up to Christine and asks her if she recognizes his outfit. And she's like, no.
Right? I feel bad for him. Look, he was so happy about his shirt, and they're
But
like,
Kane makes a good point, though. Kane makes a really good point. If you're such a fashionista, why don't you recognize Dior?
was he
Shade.
talk, was he talking to Christine? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
So then the group gets word that Cherie had her baby. And
So cute.
Anna and Kane want to buy her placenta.
That was hilarious. I was like, oh, rich people stuff. I'm like,
I know.
I've heard of it, but just like, I was cracking up. They're so funny.
They call her and they congratulate her and Jesse. They're so happy. And the placenta thing starts and they hang up. And Anna's like, call her back and say, we'll pay for it.
That
I
was too
believe her.
funny. I believe her. Oh yeah, most definitely.
Oh, good Lord. So they're all really happy. This is a joyous day for them. Congratulations, Cherie and Jesse, on the birth of Javon, I think is the
Mhm.
baby's name. Healthy, beautiful baby boy. Next, we see, still at the same party, Anna looks over and sees Kelly and Andrew, and she's surprised that they're still together. So she goes
Mhm.
and she asks Kelly, how are they doing? And seated with them is Christine. Yeah, Christine. And they go over what happened in Paris. And off to the side is Andrew watching all of this. And he's upset. He's like, he's not happy with them talking about it, but says that with his therapy, he's going to hold back and not confront her. Like, if ever there was a psychopath, it was filmed in that scene. That did not look good.
Yeah, he seems to be a little bit cuckoo. He needs to go.
It
I'm
was
sorry. I
just
don't like that. It was
weird.
creepy.
Yeah, very, very creepy. Um, the next scene we see Anna is hosting a spa day at her home out in the back lawn. Um, Kevin says, as usual, there are more people working than there are guests. So she has
Mhm.
masseuse, facialists, all sorts of, people there. And she has Kevin Kane, Guy, the hairdresser. I think this is our first time seeing him,
Mhm.
and Kim over. And Kevin beats Kim to the masseuse table and gets a mouth massage,
A
like,
mouth
inside.
massage. Mhm.
I've never seen that.
Me neither.
Like, my dentist doesn't even do that. Like, ew.
It was interesting, and it makes sense because you talk, you eat, so those are muscles, so you probably need those stretched out. But it was just interesting to see, just to see it on TV. I was
It
like,
looked
okay.
weird what she was doing
Mhm.
in his mouth and all up here. It was just like, I don't want anybody rubbing my saliva on my face. I'm sorry.
Fair.
But did you notice that masseuse had on a Cartier bangle?
I was
How much is
laughing,
she getting paid?
right?
Oh my God. So yeah, and so then we were talking about this earlier. Kim suggests to Anna that she should do a spiritual cleanse on her home because for some reason she thinks that it's haunted. And does she bring a Bible
Yes,
to
because
do
she couldn't
that?
find a cross.
Well, Kim and Guy, they decide to go off and go inside of the home. Now the event is outside. What are you doing inside?
Exactly. Cleanse the grounds, please. Cleanse the grounds. That's where the animals. That's where the animals lived, and probably, and I think they died. So you can cleanse the outside. Thank you. You don't need to go in my house.
Well, we find out that Anna does have a cross, and it's from Chanel. Well, there
Exactly.
you go, Kim. Yeah, to me, they're just snooping around her house, and Guy
Exactly.
confirms it because he says, I want to know what shampoo she uses because her hair looks a mess. Like, I would never go to you as my hairdresser because you telling tales out of school on your clients. Like, F you, Guy. I don't like you. I don't like you. You've been on my screen for all of 5 nanoseconds and I don't like you. And your hair
Yeah,
doesn't look that great to begin with.
and my whole thing is you're going to someone else's home, like,
Mhm.
and being like snooping. That's intrusive. No, you gotta go.
And they don't stay downstairs. They go upstairs to
Hmm.
her bedroom and her personal bathroom. And
Right.
they enter and they see in the shower a pee pump for men to
Yeah.
enhance the organ.
Yeah.
They proceed to pick it up. And of course it's a hydraulic pump, so it uses water and the water spills out. Kim says that it smells awful. Um, these two idiots are so loud. You can hear them out in the backyard where all of the guests are, and they're screaming the P word.
Right.
And then they proceed to throw the pump out onto the back lawn in the middle of the event. This was disrespectful, insulting, and intrusive on someone's privacy. I I'm not Asian. I don't know what their culture is, if this is acceptable, but I didn't think either one of these individuals, Kim and Guy, knew Anna to that level to do something like that.
I kicked them both out, and it's just been done.
It was and they come downstairs and Anna's as cool as a cucumber. And you could tell she's pissed. You could
Right.
tell she's pissed. And Kevin stands up for her. He's like, "What were you doing out there? Like, why would you think that that's okay?" But Kane comes in, ever the peacemaker, and he says something like, "We're Asians, we shouldn't fight." And then he goes to Anna and hugs her and apologizes to her on behalf of everyone.
Hmm.
Very nice of him, but I didn't think he should have done that, especially if the two people who did it weren't taking ownership of what they did.
I think he was just trying to avoid DEFCON 5 because he even said in his confessional, he's like, Anna's very nice, but when you cross her, it's like you're cut, it's over. Have the funeral, get the obituary, Kim, see you next life.
Did she throw them out? Because it seemed like she
No,
said
she
that.
she didn't throw them out. Kim left because it's like felt like she was being ganged up on.
Duh.
Um, Guy, I think, left shortly after. I think he just felt it was like he should leave at that point. But
Mhm.
she didn't throw them out. I didn't see her throw them out. I don't think she's that type of person.
She
Now,
barely said 2 words in all of that.
but she's not going to invite you to some stuff. Was Christine wasn't there, right?
No, no.
Yeah, she's not
Mm-mm.
going. She may not invite you to some stuff, but she's not going to throw you out.
Oh my god. It was just it was uncalled for. Like,
Very
I would
uncalled for.
never do that. Like,
No,
and I wonder if they thought, like, what if you put yourself in her place? Like, would you want somebody to do that to you?
exactly.
Anywho, we move on to Cherie, and she's planned a photo shoot for her new baby because apparently, like, she didn't do one for her older daughter,
Mhm.
J'adore. Uh, so she said, if she ever had another baby, she would do a photo shoot, and of course she gets a photographer from Christine. Christine is there with her, and they wrap up the baby like a little munchkin and a little pea, and it's so cute. And the cutest outfit was when it was wrapped in red with the little
Yeah, that's what I like.
hat.
Mhm.
Oh, and oh, it was so adorable. This baby's so cute. But yeah, they do the shoot. Um, Christine says something funny that the baby's poop smells like not poop, but it's
No,
something. And
yeah,
Cherie was like, "No, it doesn't. It
right,
doesn't smell that good." It's like, okay, whatever. But Christine spots a huge ring on Cherie's engagement finger. And so she asked if it was new. And Cherie says, no, I've had it for a while. I just don't wear it. And she goes, is it what I think it is? Is it an engagement ring? And she goes, no, it's a promise ring. And Christine says something that I think she should have kept to herself. But she says that if she had told her parents that she was pregnant and not married, they would think that she was a slut.
actually, she said if she had told her mother, and I think that's why it hit
Mm.
Cherie. That's why it hit Cherie so hard because you can see her whole face just crumble. I'm like, ooh,
Mm-hmm.
no, bad choice of words, not the
Yeah.
time.
Well, she should have just kept those feelings to herself because do
Exactly.
y'all think that Cherie doesn't know this? It's her culture too. She knows that she is not the norm in their culture. She knows that. She just doesn't need her friends reminding her of that.
Right. Because like the thing when you say things of that nature, you open the door for people to attack you on the same subject, which is also sensitive to you. So
Mhm.
don't watch what you say.
Yeah.
Because I already have something there. Like if I were a super mean person, I already have something I would say if I were Cherie. I already have something mean in my head I could say to you.
Yeah,
Because
but
man, I think in certain terms, like when you had struggles in a certain area, you don't attack someone on that subject because it just
but
goes left.
I get what you're saying, but I don't even think she's in the headspace right now to be thinking about like defending her
Right.
situation because she's
True.
just had a baby and she's
Exactly.
doing this and she's just lost her mother.
Right.
There's like so much that's happened to her in a 4 to 6 week period. Um, I don't think she like we don't know her well enough if she's like rapid
Exactly.
fire with the comebacks, but I'll cut her some slack with everything that has happened to her
Exactly.
in this time period. And I'll blame this all on Christine. She was dead wrong for saying that to that girl. Who cares what your parents would think? Her mom was okay,
Hmm.
you know, whatever. And this is also the reason why Jesse should either, poop or get off the pot. Like,
Pretty
own
much.
up and do right by this girl.
She's so cool. I like her.
Mm,
For what I've seen of her, I like Cherie.
yeah. Okay, so the last scene, we are at a Moon Festival party. And we see Kelly's mom, which she's so cute. And Kane asked Kelly's mom to explain what the Moon Festival is, and I did a little Google search. And it's a traditional festival celebrated by many East and Southeast Asian people. On the day, the Chinese believe that the moon is at its brightest and fullest size, coinciding with harvest time in the middle of autumn. Oh,
Hmm.
nice.
Seems like
Um,
fun.
mhm. I think they'd find any excuse to have a party. I'm
I
liking
think they
them.
just I think based on my limited knowledge of Asian culture, anything that has to do with life they celebrate for the most part.
Mhm. Mhm. Or good luck.
Hmm.
Okay, so Kevin says hi to Kelly and introduces himself to her mom. And so he tries to get in with the mom. He's like, I'm gonna charm her and she's gonna like me. And that way I'm gonna get in with Kelly. So if I'm in with Kelly, with her mom, I'm in with Kelly.
The funny the girls see it too. They're like we see what he's doing.
It was Kim. Kim came straight out and asked Kelly, like, are you two flirting? Is there something going on? And Kelly's like, no. She doesn't even care that he flirts with her.
She doesn't.
Yeah, I think she sees him like, well, I read in the article, she actually considers him like a brother. They're very, very good friends.
Oof.
I know. I know. Um, sorry, spoiler alert. So then there's some Chinese dragons dancing. They come out. I love to see Chinese dragons. We find out that Anna was not invited. And Kim and Guy say that after what happened at her home, she doesn't want to be around them. That's what they feel. Um, I think Christine gravels up that little piece of info and stores it. Kevin asked Kim why would she do that at Anna's home, and if she was raised by wolves. Kim gets upset and throws a drink at him, and he repeats it. He says, "Were you raised by wolves?" And that he will forward her the dry cleaning bill. Mm.
Exactly. Well, I found it interesting that um Christine got up because her couture, like you can't mess up her couture. She has to mention that.
Mm-hmm.
But it was, if I recall, Kevin, Kelly, and Kane left.
Well, I think what Kane
They
says,
walked
we
out.
need to separate the group. We need to
Right.
separate the group. And Kane took Kevin and Kelly and left the other ones on the sofa,
Mhm.
which was Guy, Kim, and Christine. Left them over there. And Christine, Guy, and Kim, they stay behind talking badly about Anna and her pee pump. So I think I wonder if Christine is taking this on as ammunition to go up
Yes.
against Anna. She's dumb because Anna don't really care for y'all to know that she has a pump in her bathroom.
Right.
Like she just doesn't. She's so beyond y'all by eons. Like that's not going to impact her.
The funny thing is, you guys talking mess about her only makes you look bad, and she don't like y'all no way.
Yeah, she'll probably have one of the design houses design a special pee pump for all of them and send them special courier to them as gifts. Like,
Exactly.
it's so irrelevant to her. She doesn't care what you think about her.
Yeah, obviously. Like Christine is just mad because Anna pays her dust at every moment.
Yeah, and especially if you've been behaving like animals, thus far, why should she care about you?
Exactly.
Wow.
I can't wait to see how Anna responds to them.
I think it will be very appropriate and will cut very deep without saying a word.
Exactly.
Oh my God, guys. So this was Bling Empire, Season 1, Episode 3, What's in Anna's Shower? And we found out, and it was a joy for all involved. If you like this review, please give us a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and hit that notification bell so that you'll be alerted for every time that we send out a new video. Please comment below. Share your thoughts. Are you watching this show? What do you think about the cast of characters? We want to know. Until next time.
All right, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.